Head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason one more time. This one about some of the free agents that are out there.
Afternoon, guys. I'd like to weigh in on the potential acquisitions of Sheldon Richardson, Jerry Tillery, and Will Fuller, if you don't mind. There are 3,000 positions in the NFL, and they don't occupy any of them. There must be a reason for that. Even teams with worse rosters than the Browns have passed on him. Richardson is declining at this point. Tillery played for a run defense that was far worse than the Browns had last year. And Will Fuller will probably be languishing on IR by the time Watson gets back from suspension, even if it's just a couple games by that time. Just wondered about your thoughts. I think the best options might be picking somebody up if a hole develops in the roster after cut-down day. Thank you for listening.
And as always, appreciate it. And Tim, that's a very valid point. The guys are older. They might be looking for specific roles on specific teams, Fuller and Richardson. But come cutdown day, when you got to get from 70 whatever to 53, there's going to be some pretty good football players that are available, and that is probably what Andrew Berry's waiting on.
No question about it. I mean, we've seen that, not just with him, but a lot of GMs. They're always scouting across the league, trying to see what's out there. If there's a guy that kind of gets cut loose off a team that's really deep, that can play for someone, and they think they're a fit for depth purposes, they'll want to pick him up and see if they can get something, out of him. But, going back to the caller's point about specifically Sheldon Richardson, Jerry Tillery, and Will Fuller, obviously there's reasons why those guys haven't signed. I mean, Fuller's got the injury history. Sheldon Richardson is not getting any younger. His production may be kind of declining a bit. Jerry Tillery obviously didn't have – he was part of a run defense that, wasn't that good. So if you're a free agent out there, there's obviously reasons for it. And I mean, maybe some of these guys just don't want to go through training camp. I mean, you never know kind of why a guy decides he doesn't want to sign right away, or if it's even this decision or whatever the case may be. I mean, certainly it wouldn't shock me one of these three guys sign somewhere, in the next month or so, just because of the nature of pro football. You're always trying to see what's out there. You're always churning the roster to an extent to see if you can find some hidden gems and maybe see if you can get a little bit out of a veteran player. And I think that's kind of something to watch for in these, as we get past that final cutdown day.